Welcome to another Vedius VOD review. If you're watching this, you're probably watching it on the YouTube rather than live. Here on twitch.tv/Vedius Official, which is foolish. Because if you were here live, you could be interacting with the glorious chat. The chat asks me questions such as, what is your favorite animal? And why is light so bright? You too could engage in thought-provoking conversation if you just visited twitch.tv/Vedius Official. We're going to be doing a lot of EU VOD reviews throughout the World Championship. You should follow my Twitter for updates. You make sure you hit that follow button and then come and see what is going on. But the chat, very smart. It's the smartest chat I've ever seen. So you should really come hang out with them. Anyway, welcome. We're going to be doing Rogue versus PSG. Spoiler alert, Rogue win. Dubs. And we're going to be talking about some cool stuff, like what they do, how they draft, all the cool stuff. So, let us begin. Right. As you can see, you have the draft on your screen. So, talking about the bans. The thing about Rogue's bans are they got rid of a lot of some of the meta powerful champions, things like Nidalee, gone away, right? Taken away from River, but also just a very strong meta jungler. The Mordekaiser, I'm not sure if this is a target ban or if this was something that they were afraid of. If they had something like a Malphite in mind, maybe they were worried about like using Mordekaiser on the Evelynn. They didn't want to have to deal with that. And I think they also wanted to get rid of TF because if they had the Eve in mind, then that was going to be their priority. That could actually make things very difficult for the Evelynn. So yeah, meanwhile, on the other side, a lot of respect bans, the Hecarim and the Lilia. A lot of Hecarim games came out from Inspired. Lilia also just a very strong jungler in the current meta, and they didn't want to give that to Inspired either. Meanwhile, the Ornn, this is very much targeted towards Senor Finn. Definitely one of his more popular champions, and also just a very well-rounded champion on the current meta. So with these bans, it of course leaves the Lucian open, which we know Larson is more than happy to play. And then what's really weird is how PCS respond with this duo. So the problem with this duo, right, is it, in theory, is very strong blind, but it's obviously a very AD heavy top side. And I think that the difference between something like a Nidalee Renekton and a Graves Renekton is that Renekton and Nidalee in conjunction actually have very strong power early on into the game. And again, like Graves has damage, but things like minions can make his life a little bit difficult unless he's getting successful lane ganks off, but also just showing your hand very early. This is a very big investment. And you should assume that the Evelynn is going to come, especially with the Lucian mid. And I don't think that... Well, there is a world in which Graves can actually just permit invade and put the Evelynn behind. But by showing the Renekton very early, sure, you are taking it away from Finn, and clearly their game plan is to try and put Finn on a champion that you can't have success on, but I think that it then gives them room to counterpick, which they will end up doing a little bit later on. So they then, it obviously swaps back to Rogue, they lock in the Evelynn and the Kalista. Now, a blind Kalista is very dangerous when Ashe is open. Right? Because Ashe is very good into this champion. She has a better laning phase. Her slows impact Kallista's ability to just play the game in general. And basically, it's a dangerous blind pick. So the only reason why they would do the blind pick is if they had a targeted strategy in mind. Which, obviously, when we get into the game, we'll end up seeing the targeted strategy. But it is risky. Right? So, there you go, Kalista, and I'm just really surprised that they go for the center. Because perhaps Unified doesn't play it, you know? Right, I'm actually going to have a very quick look. Because I didn't do a lot of draft prep for this team, because I knew I wouldn't be casting them. So, give me a second. World Championship 2020. PSG Talon. Unified. All. So Unified, I mean, he's got a lot of Ashe games. He doesn't have a huge win rate on Ashe, but he's got a lot of them. In fact, he has significantly more Ashe games, but it seems like he's a lot more confident on his center. Maybe in the playoffs. Yeah, he only played Ashe once. He played 4 games of Senna, PCS summer. During the regular season, he played a lot of Ashe. He played 0 Senna during the regular season. I don't know. I think Ashe could have been better here. I'm trying to think of reasons why you wouldn't necessarily go Ashe. Because the thing about Ashe is it also gives you another form of engage, which when you have Graves plus Renekton, you're lacking. Gives you a little bit more kiting power. I don't know. It might be a confidence thing. Maybe they think that the Senna matchup is fine into Kalista, which I mean, it's not bad for sure. I just think that by drafting a strong support, it's actually very easy to get advantages in the 2 versus 2 when you especially with a confident Kalista player. Honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, like, the Senna definitely outscales the Kalista, but I don't know. Ashe is worse into even Lucian, but why? Ashe and Senna are basically the same thing. Senna does have her root, but do you think that really bothers someone like a Lucian or an Evelynn? The moment this champion gets on top of you, you're dead. At least with Ashe, you have an ult. With Senna, you've got the W, which also takes time to apply. Ashe into Malphite? Yeah, but they don't know about the Malphite yet. They could also ban the Malphite. So, I don't know. A part of me thinks that Ashe might have made more sense here. But I think any 80 carries already is going to be difficult to play when you've got this. Anyway, so moving into second phase, you can see that the clear plan of attack is to just attack Finn. I think the Shen ban is pretty good. But the Gangplank ban doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, especially when you've locked in Renekton. I think that you can like really bully that matchup hard, and you can like really play towards top side of the map, especially if your goal is to try and shut Hans Sama down. And you've also like drafted all of this. So like Malphite is just the obvious choice. Meanwhile, Rogue is able to take away some of the strong mid laners in Azir and Syndra. I think Azir may even be a comfort pick. Let me have a quick check-a-rooney. It's tanky tank. PCS summer. Oh, well, he didn't play a huge amount of it. Orianna, he's definitely, so it's more of a matchup thing. Oh, he definitely played a lot of Azir in playoffs. I see. He played a lot of Azir in playoffs. So maybe it is a comfort thing, and they were like, yeah, we're not that scared of it. We'd rather he played Orianna. Which is fine. So the moment they see the Orianna, they obviously need to round out the rest of their draft with top lane and support. And now, like, we come to learn later that the purpose of this Rakan is less about any matchup related things, but it's more about this synergy and the level 1/level 2 play that they have, right? But it's obviously very early game focused. The great thing about this is it's actually very easy to make plays through bot. But also, I think Rakan with Evelynn is a surprisingly crafty combo, because Rakan is looking for engages, right? And the thing about Evelynn is, like, let's say there's a target here. Evelynn can come stand here, right? And then what Rakan can do if he's here, Rakan can, like, jump to this, and then he can jump to this. And he doesn't need to make that distance anymore. So he can, like, close the gap much faster, and then it can set you up for some really cool plays. And they have no idea that it's coming, obviously, because the Evelynn is camouflaged. So I think that that synergy is very cool, and I think that the fact that it also acts as a follow-up engage is very strong as well. So Malphite plus Rakan I think is really good, and I think that Malphite, like it's already been said multiple times, but into this comp, like Malphite will lose in the 1v1 against this, but only to a certain point. This will never be able to kill the Malphite, maybe early, but as long as he plays weak side and plays safe, he's fine. And then this is obviously always going to struggle against the Malphite. Orianna could be threatening depending on how the game goes, but excuse me. I don't know what the last pick is. Oh, is it Snorlax? Yeah, it's Snorlax. So yeah, I think that the Malphite pick was really smart. I think it provides everything else that this comp needs, which is frontline, an engage, something to face check. Like, it's just great. It ticks all the boxes, and it's also really good into the enemy comp. This comp is also just really straightforward to play, you know? Like, they can team fight with it, they can attack side lanes with it, they have side lane threat, who's going to stop the Lucian later on into the game. Like, yeah, it's got everything. The comp has everything. I think that PSG tunneled too hard on trying to ban out Finn and trying to put him in a position of weakness. But he's like, haha, rock, baby. So I think that their draft was pretty galaxy brain. Pretty good. So let's jump into the game. In terms of expectations, you're not going to play around the Malphite lane. You just abandon that lane. It doesn't matter. It's not relevant. Ideally, you want Inspired to farm as much as possible. And then typically, I would say that you want to play through bot, but we know that's not what Rogue does. Meanwhile, PSG, they don't really have any lanes they can play around outside of top lane, potentially, but it's Malphite. And you have to attack that lane really early. You can maybe look to punish something bot, because Senna Nautilus is not, like, terribly weak. But yes. Alright, what's Malphite doing? Resetting. Wards. Oh, okay. Cool. I didn't see that ward before. These two have just been sitting in here this whole time. Oh, it's just so smart, though. It's just so smart. It's just so simple and smart. And like the thing is, Hans Sama comes out of the brush first. Tank oversteps slightly. Larson starts with E. And then obviously Tank flashes first. But Vanda's like, that's fine. I can knock up. And with Callista Rend with Hail of Blades. 1, 2, 3, boom. Ah, it's just so good. Ah, yes. Yes, Daddy Rogue. That's what we like to see. And they don't get punished for it at all because it's Senna. Like, what's Senna going to do? They literally get all the farm. Is genius. Larson said in an interview that Tank never stands in mid during level 1, which is how they knew they could sneak into bush. That's good prep for you. Oh, right, my camera. Sorry, I forgot. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. See, this is why chats... You could be here live with such a smart chat. Very smart. Anyway, so Callista gets first blood. PSG's like, Sag. Meanwhile, because Tank lost Flash, any ability to gain Prio in mid lane becomes naught. Which means that you can't invade the Evelynn. Where does Evelynn start? Topside. Why does Evelynn start topside? Because by the time she's cleared this, she can path towards her bot side jungle, which is going to have mid prio and bot prio. Which means that even if the Grave suddenly decides to invade, there are no camps for him to invade. Because this is the only lane he has prio on. Oh, it's all coming together, chat. It's all just so cleverly woven, you know? Like a dastardly plan. Excellently done. Larson keeps the pressure up in the mid lane. He knows that he has a huge advantage, chat. Remember, Tank has no TP. So every time Larson trades HP, it's so worth it for him. Because he can just TP back. Orianna's got to walk. Imagine, right? They burn all their health pots, okay? They burn all their health pots. Larson's like, I have no mana. Tank's like, I have no mana. Larson's like, okay, BRB goes back, TP's back into lane, and he's like, hey, I'm full mana again, and I also have an item. Tank's like, but I want base. And Larson's like, I don't care. It's so evil. Meanwhile, Finn's like, I rock, I smash, I weak side, please no gank me. Oh no, and then they're back again! Look, so they shove in bot, and this is where shit gets really clever, chat. So they move up through the river. He's like, are there any wards here? Let me get some information. Oh, the Gromp's been cleared. He must have started bot side. He's pathing up towards top. He's in his top side of the jungle right now. Bish bash bosh, gets the knock up, easy dive, not even close. Mwah! Mwah, 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 mwah. Mwah. Bellissimo. Fantastisch. Wunderbar. Easy clapperoonie. Like, look at this. Chat. You paying attention? Chat. What do they know? Level 1. They know that Nautilus and Senna get to lane late, which means the Graves has to have started bot, right? They also have this ward up here. Well, that doesn't really tell you a lot, but it could also potentially give you information if Renekton has done a pull up towards the red, right? Potentially. They also have this ward right here to cover for any potential invades. It's just like they got everything covered. You know, like Rogue's like, oh, you want to do this? Nope. Want to do this? Nope. Want to do this? Nope. Oh my god, the brains. It's like... It's just all of this. This is brain. This is what all... No. Chat, I'm wrong. This is Rogue. This is all brain. All of it. This is all brain. All of it. It's just... Oh. So what do they do next? So here's the clever part. So they... Okay, they get the pushing bot. Of course they get the pushing bot. They're Kalista Rakan. You can't fight them. They're going to get level 2 first. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Yeah, get the level 2. No. That's not your lane anymore. They shove in. They know that Graves is clearing his bot side, pathing up towards top. So what do? They shove. Senna can't wave clear fast enough because she's Senna. Larson hard shoves mid. Gets the wave ready. Hits on a cannon minion. Bot lane pushes. The thing is, the clever thing is, it looks like that they're moving up to potentially set up control around the Scuttle Crab. You know, maybe getting a bit of deep vision, but it's not that, chat. They're coming for a mid lane dive. Who does that? How do you expect that? Who dives mid at level 2 with a bot lane? He heals to give the bonus movement speed. They get the knock up. Easy dubs. They reset. Are they going to get punished? Of course they're not going to get punished. Of course they're not, chat. Let's look. How many minions does he lose? How many minions? He's got boots as well. That's a cannon wave too. Show me bot lane. Observers, show me bot lane. Okay, so he lost a couple CS. What's the gap? 3. I know people will think that PSG could go all in. Where do they go all in? Where? What point? When is there an opportunity for them to go all in? What do they go all in on? The bot lane? Like, maybe they win level 1, maybe. I don't know, though. Like, who can predict that there would be a roam at level 2 into mid lane? Oh my god. It was just like, you know, when you came, you're like, you sat down in a park, like next to an old man, right? You know those chess boards that they have in the park, and you're sitting down, and you're like, nice, I'm going to play a friendly game of chess with, you know, an elderly person, right? What you don't realize is that elderly person is not playing chess. They're playing 5D Monopoly, frickin' checkers chess. And you think that you've sat down for a pleasant game. No, what you've actually sat down for is the greatest re-education of your life. That's what just happened. Wild. Alright, what happens next? So Graves continuing to clear. Evelyn continuing to clear. Finn playing weak side. He's a rock. He's rock solid. Obviously the trade of Scuttle Craberinos. So they stack up the wave bot. Not going to dive with Evelyn pre-6, so probably fine with that. Malphite get a TP as well, so the risk of a dive very low. Larson keeping the pressure up. Tank's going to have his flash up back soon. Like, you can see the Nautilus is like, oh, wait, oh. They've also got control wards in here. They're like, this is anxiety inducing. This is where Rogue, they dropped the ball a little bit. Dropped the ball. Really good hook from Kaiwing. He predicts the sidestep from Hans Sama, and he dunks down on him. I mean, if a Nautilus gets on top of you, those early base damages, they're scary. So they force the flash out from Hansama. Good stuff from the bot lane of PSG. I like it. I like it a lot. Relieve some of the pressure because now the Kalista doesn't have flash anymore. Now there's potential for a top dive, you know? But you can see what Larson does. He pushes in mid, moves over here, and he's threatening. He's like, oh, you wanna dive? Huh, mate? You gonna dive my rock? And if he does, boom, boom, here. He's also here to help cover Inspired, who's gonna do this little skull crabby. They're all working together, chat. Oh no, and now they realize top lane's overextended. They're looking for a kill. Boom! River forced a flash. It's so beautiful. Larson's like, hey, I'm going to reset here, but I'm going to help cover. Wait, enemy jungler in the lane. I can flank. I have ult top. Let's go. Kill. Get this flash. Flash timer. 6:44, 11:44. Guys, Graves doesn't have flash. Bot lane, you're free to do whatever you want. Enemy jungle doesn't have flash. Tank doesn't have TP. Hansama's like, alright, nice. We're going to take another wave and we'll reset. Inspired giving away the blue. That's a selfless jungler right there. Imagine Evelyn giving away her blue. The second one. Ah! It's just all coming together, chat. Alright, what else are we looking at? First Drake. It's a little late, honestly, with the prio. Honestly, though, let's think about this. When could they have done Drake? Yeah, so I think, yeah. Okay, so here, they actually could have thought about Drake. But because they fuck up this 2v2, I think Drake becomes a lot harder for them. Because I think what they want to do is have the Evelyn path towards bot. Wait, no, the Evelyn resets here. Yeah, Evelyn resets. So there's no reason why she would ever actually want to path bot because all her camps are spawning topside. I think that if they had... I think that if Evelyn just actually comes bot here and they push through bot, maybe they actually just don't care about the Drake. They're like, You know, maybe. Because I think they could have if they really wanted it. Their mid and bot is just so strong. And they come very close to a kill. Don't burn any of their summoners though, not worth. They'll get the flash out, be happy. Happy with that. Is Malphite a good pick into Camille because Rock beats Scissors? Don't know if that logic really applies there, but I respect your effort. Hands the blue buff over. Things are looking good for Rogue, evidently. Graves going to skip the blue. Actually going to go up towards top side here. Bit of a weird path, but okay. Wants to get his red buff so it doesn't get stolen away, maybe. Says, screw you, Krugs. Going to do the swippy swappy down into mid. So they want to try and contest his Herald. A little bit dangerous considering how strong Rogue is at the moment. But they have their eyes. They're looking for the mid lane play now. They're covering for tank while he looks to push. Meanwhile, Rogue do the classic. Anyone that's watched Europe will know Rogue 8 minutes, they're top lane. Every game, doesn't matter. Always top lane so they can play for Herald. Every game, 8 minutes, without fail. PSG probably know this. They've pathed up towards top. They want to try and contest this. Okay, they've got a group up here. Unified and Kairing still level 5 though. Same for Hansama. It's not the end of the world. Finn hanging around. They're looking for a bit of a pick onto Larson. Meanwhile, bot wave. That's a lot of farm that's just kind of going to waste. However, the wave is pushing in favor of Rogue, right? So if PSG, what PSG should do now is reset, sack the Herald, go catch bot wave. Woo, inspired. I don't think he wanted to... Oh, he did want to follow that flash. He's the one that flashed. Holy moly, inspired. That's a... Whew. He was like, I am killing the tank. It's quite ambitious. He does have a lot of damage. Forced to use the ulti there. Gets the flash out from tank as well. Gets the heal. He could have... If that heal doesn't come through, he gets an execute there. 100%. It's a good heal from Unified. But look at that bot wave. Do you see it? Do you see it, chat? Look at the bot wave. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's a lot of farm that Rogue is losing, but it could potentially be even more for PSG. Oh, look at it all, chat. Look at it all. Oh, no. PSG, no. Oh, it's a travesty. It's a travesty, chat. Look at all that money. The Rift Herald isn't worth it, chat. Just give it up. Go. Oh, the far. Ah. Oh. So much money, chat. It's so much money. Tank TP's back in because he's committed to the fight. Oh, nah, mate. Nah, mate. Oh, no. Oh, no. Boom. Oh, it's just... Oh. Guys, let's get a slow-mo. Finn sees it. Finn. It was at this moment that they knew. They fucked up. Oh, brutal. So they lost all that farm bot. They lost the team fight round, and now the game's over. Now the game's over, chat. Oh, PSG, just give up the Herald. Also, really cool thing, Serrated Dirk picked up by Larson, first item. Strong lethality item very early on into the game, especially when you're so dominant and there's no armor on the opposition. PSG will now get a Drake for it, which, you know, not bad. Malphite then goes bot and picks up all that farm that was bouncing back towards him. Hansama forced to burn the heal because he's trying to force that wave underneath the tower. Does a little bit of an oopsie. So there are a couple of individual oopsies, we can say. You know, Hansama made a bit of an oopsie in the bot lane. He's making another bit of an oopsie in the top lane. Keeping the Lucian in the mid lane, okay. Serrated Dirk BF Sword versus Sork Boots. If I'm tank in this situation, I am so upset. I'm like, there's nothing I can do. There's actually nothing I can do. I have to just wait. My first item is so heavily delayed. Oh, it's just Sag across the board. It's just Sag across the board, chat. Now they're looking for a bot lane dive with the Evelynn. She's level 9. They have the Malphite. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. There's nothing clever about that, chat. That's just straightforward. Let's watch the pathing from Evelynn. What does Evelynn do? What does Evelynn do? So she's hovering around top first to try and cover for the bot lane. Takes the Scuttle Crabberino. Don't know if Graves has even gotten a second one this game. Immediately passed through towards bot. Sees the control ward. Sidesteps that. Doesn't give a fudge. And they're like, hey, I got to waste that bot. I think we can dive. Boom. Dive. Easy. Now he can just move through his bot side and clear up towards top. Puts the Rift Tower down. I think the Rift Tower would have made a little bit more sense in mid lane. Oh, Finn with the Malphite mechanics. Look at him go. Whoop. They get the TP out from Hanabi as well. I was curious if you say Hanabi or Hanabi. Don't know, chat. I don't know. I think both are fine. Excuse me. So, what can PSG even do at this point? Well, scale, I guess, but they have to be really careful about getting caught off. Like, their jungle's a little scary. It's not scary right now, but it's so easy for Rogue to just force fights whenever they want. Oh, Inspired gonna get this blue because, well, Larson already has one, or had one. Pardon me. Now the Evelynn passed towards top, no jungle camps to take, so it's fine. Goes through lane, charm, knock up, easy kill. Oh, baby. Inspired really doesn't have to do a lot here. He's just kind of like, hello, I'm here. Okay, goodbye. I'm gone. And then they use their top lane pressure to be able to set up an invade. Oh. Now they're looking for another dive. Rockmaster Finn is like, bruh, this tower does not belong to you. I am an earthbender, and I will bend earth around you. Tank's like, no. Okay, whoa. Need to eat something too. So they steal away the raptors. Graves is like, I can farm. And Rogue is like, nein. Das ist nicht gut. Malphite gets hooked and he's like, hello? Can you not do that? Then they go and get the Drake, the Dragoon. Whew, it's all coming together for Rogue. All coming together. It's all coming together. I'm sure that's a song. I don't know the lyrics are though. Pop, 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 pop. Larson in the side lane, as we talked about. Who's gonna kill him? It is not PSG. Look at the total gold. Larson's really bold. He finished Essence Reaver. Residence the Heeper. I don't know. Alright. So Inspired's gonna solo the Herald. Oh, okay, he's got that. That's fine. Oh no, the crocodile. Oh wait, really? Why don't they kill crocodile here? Go crocodile. Oh, they catch the auto ward. That's why they're like, nope, nope. And then immediately look at Larson. Oof. He goes top lane. He's like, hey, they're all bot. Let's go top. Cross map immediately. Boom. Good. Very good. Do the cross map. Do the cross map. What? Do the cross map. Get the TP out. Lucian also going to TP. Oh, chat. Oh. So the thing is, they commit really hard to this, and then they seem to forget. And it was at this moment they knew they fucked up. Oh, look at it. He's like, boom. Oh, it's just so good. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Finn is just like, fadunk. Oh, look at how much damage Lucian does. It's nutty. And then Renekton's like, I got onto Hansama. And it's like, your flash is gone. You didn't get onto Hansama at all. And then the game is over. Just like that. The game is over just like that. Well, I'm plussing the wrong thing. Sorry, chat. One sec. Begin. Alright, let's judge Rogue's Baron. Look, it's High Noon Lucian versus High Noon Senna. The lore is just so sad, guys. It's so sad. Because at this point, PSG is like, okay, we've got to make a play. Let's do something. I have Senna ultimate. We can engage. But you can't engage because it's not 3 versus 4. It's 4 versus 4 because Larson has teleport. And that was a really good teleport from Larson. And you can see how much damage he does. Larson is what we in the business would call muy bien. Oh my god, look at how giga-fed Larson is. So now, oh my god, let's look at the map state. Chat. The objective is Baron, right? So he pushes in top. What does he then do? He creates a window because he's pushed that all the way in. So he then rotates through the jungle, which he already knows is warded, into mid lane so that he can catch the wave and keep pushing. This then allows these three to move into enemy jungle just as top lane is pushing, so they can gain full control over this area of the map. Watch it. Here we go. Helps they see people resetting. But watch. Malphite. Boom, 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 boom. Malphite holds mid wave. 3 members moving to enemy jungle. Larson pushing top. Malphite holds. Oh, it's just so good. It's clean, chat. It's clean. It's just what good League of Legends should look like. That's it. That's how you use a lead. And now the enemy jungle belongs to them. PSG tried to face check. Dead. The only shining light that PSG has right now is that the Infernal is up, so they can assume that Rogue is on it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rogue is clean. Guys, I said it. I thought, like, at the end of the regular season, I thought Rogue was playing better than Fnatic was. No, sorry, at the end of playoffs. I mean, obviously, at the end of regular season, they were playing better, but at the end of playoffs, I felt like Rogue was playing better than Fnatic. And if they keep playing like this, they're going to be scary, chat. You cannot underestimate Rogue. They're smart. They have a brain. Right, we got to watch this Baron. One sec, chat. One sec. We got to watch the Baron. Okay, so what happens? Let's go back here. Malphite, reset. Lucian, catches top wave. Reset, 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 reset. Thank you. A bit late, but it's fine. Kalista, what are you doing? Farming more gold for some reason. Ping's coming down to wolves. Evelyn's like, why are you stealing my camps? You're a Malphite. You press R. You don't deserve gold. So they move in. They push in mid. They push in top. Move in as 4 into the enemy jungle. Don't have any sweepers up, so they just start the Baron. So they don't actually have good control over the enemy jungle right now. Like at all. This is a bit of a flippy. Inspired does have a level advantage, but it's still flippy. The basic plan is to just keep River out of the pit, which they do a good job of. But it's a bit flippy. Because they don't have any sweepers up. And they do have control wards, but they're not using them in enemy jungle. And me don't know why. They pushed in top as well, which is another point of pressure. Or actually, it may have bounced back. I can't quite tell from here. And then they get Zabaran. Zabaran's what they get. Then they get Zabaran. Baron's what they get. Fuck, chat, I'm tired. Holy moly. I'm telling you, chat, this League of Legends is fucking good. Doesn't matter on the quality of the players from PSG. The decision making, the execution from Rogue, it's all just really fucking good. Like, it's not just about, like, PSG doing really dumb shit, right? You can criticize PSG for the draft if you want, but, like, you can tell when a team is fucking up, right? And I don't think that, like, a lot of PSG's problems have come from them fucking up. It's just Rogue with a really good strat. They're executing upon everything so well. They're playing to the strengths of their comp. They get another pick in bot lane. They have Baron. They can just run it down because they know they have numbers advantage. This is what I mean. Like, it's all good, man. It's all good. Rogue. Giga smurfing. Oh, man. What if they beat down one, though? What if they fucking beat down one? Oh, my fucking God. I don't know if I can handle it. What if, though, chat? What if? It's best of 1. Well, it's double round robin, but you get the point. Rogue's still typically playing through 2 lanes, not that uncommon for them. Oh! Dive comes through. Inspired's like, hello, goodbye. Double inhib. I don't think they can end here. Oh, maybe I'm lying. Finn did not flash. Oh, no, there we go. So they keep stealing away enemy camps. They keep trying to escalate the goal lead. And now they're just looking to end. There's only one inhibitor left that they haven't cleared out. What are they afraid of, huh? Nothing. They ain't afraid of nothing. Spied on the flank. 3-level difference between junglers. Oh, there it is again. 3-man ult perma from Finn. And it's over. And it's over. And it's over. Well, I think the early game was really fascinating, and I think Rogue played such a clean game. This was really clean. If they do this again against JDG with a good draft, they'll win again. Bro, like, it doesn't, like, it's just played so well. It is good. If they don't, like, against Damwon and JDG, if they don't do, like, really in solo plays, they'll be fine. I'm telling you. Like, the things that they demonstrated in this game was fucking clean. The draft was good. The execution was good. The game plans were good. Like, it's all just so good. It's really good, chat. It's really, 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 really good. You should be excited about Rogue. They're playing super well. If this Rogue was in Group C, they top that group. They could even top that group 6-0. And, like, I understand that you might be sitting here being like, wow, you're overhyping them. I'm like, no, I'm being legit. Like, the way in which they're playing right now, like, and sure, right? You can sit there and you can be like, draft if. Like, there were certain situations where PSG made bad decisions. Like, fighting for that Herald was bad, right? And you're like, well, you know, better teams won't fight for that Herald. They'll make the cross-map play and they'll trade. Sure, that's fair. You know? It's never going to be as easy as this game looked, but the point is that Rogue is making smart decisions. They have good drafts. Their execution upon the decisions that they make is good, and that is how you evaluate how strong a team is. And, like, one of the biggest things that we give praise for a team like JDG is, like, a lot of the decisions that they make. Their decision making is so good. They're a smart team. And I think that Rogue have showcased in that game. Now, of course, like, the caveat is this is, of course, only one game, right? But they didn't beat PSG by just stomping them in lane, right? They didn't individually just outclass them. They beat them through intelligent League of Legends. And I think that's the most important thing here. That's the biggest takeaway. So maybe I am overhyping Rogue, but I think it's fair to be excited about them. I'm really excited to see them play against Damwon and JDG. As long as they don't just, like, run it down, like, individually, you know, they don't get solo killed or they don't do a really bad level 1 or whatever, I think they can go toe-to-toe. Maybe. They beat them by mouth ulting 3 people? Nah, bro, nah. Like, they won the fights that way, but, like everything around that was smart. You can't just, like, devalue it into that, because then, like, you get into situations where you're just like, oh, well, they only won because, like, they had one really good team fight. Yeah, but it's like everything leading up to that point. You know? I think that's important. So, like, listen, here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. And I ain't casting, I'm not casting Rogue tomorrow, unfortunately, and I'm also not an analyst test tomorrow. I will be casting the back half games. But what I will say about Rogue is they made intelligent decisions. I think they drafted well. They executed upon their game plan very effectively. And, like, did they win in the team fights? Yeah. Was that a draft difference? Sure. But I also think that the decisions that they made around that, the way in which they played around neutrals, the way in which they pushed their leads, the way they set up control, the way they play around waves, like, it was just good. It was nice to watch. It was a clean game of League of Legends. So, yeah, I'm excited about Rogue. I think Rogue could be really good. But, I mean, I was excited about Rogue coming into the tournament anyway. I thought that they just drew a really bad group. But maybe they can do what others have done in the past and just upset. JDG have already lost one game. It's a shame that Rogue don't play against JDG tomorrow, because if they had, like, that could have been huge. But JDG will get an opportunity to reset. So now both the 1-1, both teams that currently have one win will play against each other. But I'm not sure, like, the draft challenge becomes a lot harder when playing against a Damwon. And I think Damwon's not going to fall into the same trap of just, like, let's try and ban out Finn. Anyway, that does it for the YouTube video. I'm going to stop the recording now. Be sure to check out my other content. You can also follow me at twitch.tv/Vedius Official. You can also check out my other social media in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.